So as we know, Ivara Prime is coming very soon. She is coming in about 3 days, so that's going to be very exciting. So I figured we'll take this time right now to talk about an Ivara build that may be very translatable when Ivara Prime comes out. Now, real quick, we have a production note. This is actually not my phone. This is actually my EOS RP. The main camera is my 5D Mark IV, and the only reason why I'm using the 5D Mark IV as the main camera is because there's no bloody swivel on the 5D Mark IV, meaning that I kind of need to be real close to it so that on the off chance that things go wrong, I could maybe check it out later. I at least have a better idea of what my EOS RP is looking at with the secondary camera. So without further ado, let's get into it. Here is Ivara with some level 100 corrupted heavy gunners. I'm gonna put them now to sleep. I'm gonna jump into Prowl. We get lucky, which doesn't look like we're gonna be getting lucky anytime soon. So I'm gonna go and recharge my energy because Ivara is a very energy hungry frame. Now we're going to kill them. If not by the slash procs, then by the damage alone. There we go. And for my second trick, I'm going to now jump into Prowl. We're going to sleep these guys. There we go. That's the money shot right there. We finally got that energy orb that we so desperately needed from Prowl. Kind of needs to have it a little bit more often. Now I'm going to jump in here. And while still in Prowl, and there we go. So then of course the big question is, hey, what is the build that you are using for Ivara? This is the build. We have a very balanced build, all things considered. Transient Fortitude, Streamline Stretch, Prime Continuity, and Constitution is how you're able to get this rather balanced level of duration of range, efficiency, strength. That's really, really good. And then for survivability, we're going to be using Rolling Guard. Now you could make the argument to use something like Vitality or Prime Vigor if you really want to, or even Redirection if you decide to swap Rage with Arcade Barrier, Arcade Aegis. You could make the argument for that. Honestly, I don't think we're going to get that much value out of that, particularly because of that low armor. So instead, trying to use something a little bit different like Rolling Guard might actually be the better option, especially since we also have 4 hours survivability, the ability to crowd control the living crap out of everyone by putting them to sleep. Otherwise, in terms of augments, we're using Infiltrate and Empowered Vigor. I had thought about using Concentrated Arrow, although if you are going to use the lens, that's not going to be as useful. But if you decide to use any other weapon, like for example Ivara Prime that is coming with Ivara Prime, then yes, Concentrated Arrow is going to be very good. For the Concentrated Arrow demonstration, we're going to also have a look at our Artemis Bow build. So this is the Artemis Bow build that I am looking at right now. Potentially another former, well, I guess maybe I won't need to put in another former because Artemis Bow Prime or Artemis Prime Bow, or however you want to call it, Artemis Prime, should have an extra polarity in the bow ready to go. So I either use less former to build this kind of build as you see here, or I don't need to put in a third former to put in something weird. Otherwise, this seems to be really, really good. Overall, probably an extra former would give me prime cryo rounds as opposed to just regular cryo rounds. I always love using prime cryo rounds in a viral build. And then of course you may be wondering, what is the lens build that is actually compatible with Prowl? This is the lens build. We have a very stock standard lens build here. We've got viral damage, we've got our lens crit mag with extra crit chance and lower recoil. I am also still working on that particular ribbon for various other stats. Otherwise, we have point strike, vial acceleration, vital set, split shaper, serration. These should all be pretty stock standard. The big thing, of course, we get to put Hush in as an Exilus mod, so that's going to be the reason why I could stay in Prowl and use my lens. So just to finish this off, we're going to have a look at the power of Explosive Arrow. As long as you aim for the head, you're going to do a lot of damage. And don't forget to put them to sleep. And there we go. So that is the power of Ivara and Ivara Prime. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments below. Do you think you will be using Ivara Prime when she comes out? I personally will just be straight up buying her because I think she's going to be really, really awesome. I would like to see what the new stats for Artemis Prime Bow, Artemis Bow Prime, whatever you want to call it, and Ivara Prime are. Not particularly interested in Baza Prime and the secondary weapon Prime, don't really care, but I think Ivara Prime, if she gets a bump in her survivability, just as a baseline stat, I think that's going to make her pretty damn awesome. Alright, so hope you guys enjoyed this. If you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more WarFrame content. Let me know what you think about these two cameras in the comments below, and until next time, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye!